Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Sorry I'm late or later than usual. The house was busy this morning. Mark took the trash off, had to go to the post office, all this and that. Anyways, good morning. Hey, Melanie, Christina, Charlie Girl Says, Colleen, Sapphire. Sapphire, got your painting in the mail. I love it. The sugar skull. Um, I'm going to take a picture of it and post it as soon as my phone charges. Somebody didn't charge their phone last night. Anyways, I love it. And I love the little, the metal sign. Does that lights up, right? That's shaped like the skull. That is so cool. Anyhow, let me give y'all an update on my little Yorkie before we get started on Lori Vallow and the rest of our topics this morning. So Chloe my little Yorkie had some hairs down in her ears. So they said they got those out, right? And then she had been digging underneath her neck. You know, I keep my dogs clean, my house clean, everything. She had been scratching under her neck and she had, irritated the skin and it had became a scab. We had been bathing her in antiseptic shampoo for dogs from the vet, putting an antibiotic ointment on it, and it had cleared up and scabbed over. Over the weekend, while Mark was out of town, she started digging back at her neck and really got it irritated, tore the scab off. Anyways, that is infected. They gave her 2 shots for that. And they said that she didn't need any ointment or anything, that those 2 shots should clear it up. They gave them to her in her neck, Mark said. They trimmed her nails and all that. They couldn't tell us why she chews on her paws. Chloe's feet, the hair around her paws is like orangish red, where she sits and chews on her paws and her nails and licks and stuff. They couldn't give us an explanation for that. And Chloe is still shaking her head like she's got an earache. I'm going to tell you what, this vet, I hate to say it, but I just think they're getting too big of a hurry. You know, she's got some kind of earache. It's just not hairs, in my opinion. Of course, I'm not a vet, but they just money us to death. $171. I have spent thousands of dollars this year in vet bills and medication bills. No joke. But they're worth it. You got to do what you got to do, you know. Hey, Mike. Good morning. Oh, you didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything. I was just giving a little update on Chloe, Coco Sissy Cat, as I call her. Sometimes I call her Chloe Kardashian. Oh, that's yeast, I think. Maybe an allergy. I wonder what she could be allergic to. Ever since Chloe came to this house, we took Chloe in. She was an older Yorkie. She was Mark's grandmother's dog. Mark's grandmother broke her hip. She had to recover in the nursing home. And then she moved in with Mark's mom. And so we had to take in Chloe and take care of her. And when she come here, she had medicine for her ears. Her ears looked like they had black stuff. Anyway, she'd been to the vet. And she chewed on her paws. And she acted like that she didn't like to walk in gravels, like it hurt her feet. Still to this day, she doesn't like to walk in gravels. She will walk up on my landscaping timbers in my walkway. She won't walk on the gravels. But anyway, she had, some problems when she came here. A while back, she had an infection in her teeth. The doctor said that Chloe thought that she was pregnant, but really it was an infection in her little boobies, and she kept biting on them and stuff. Anyways, they gave her some medicine to clear that up a while back. Hey, Emmy Lou. Good morning. Hey, Cheryl T. Good morning. Anyways, yesterday morning, I was tore all to pieces. I don't even remember half of my live stream. I know I done a terrible job on it. Anyhow, I got something else to tell y'all. I'm going to have to change my live stream time. We're going to have to do it earlier because it's just not working the time right now is not working with my lifestyle. Um, Around 10:30 and stuff, Mark's home now. He's not working. So he's just getting up and getting going. And when he runs in and out of the house, it gets my dogs going, interrupts my stream. So we're going to start doing the stream about 10 a.m. Eastern time. I have to. I'm sorry, guys. Also, Google Moderator is deleting all my comments. If you leave me a nice comment, if you leave it and you have a bunch of emojis in it, it is automatically deleted by Google Moderator, not me. The channel Shoot the Shit left me a nice comment yesterday and it had a few hearts in it. I went to heart their comment and reply and it was deleted. And I know they didn't delete it. That has happened several times. And Google Moderator has been deleting comments in the chat too. So if you're stating your opinion, it gets deleted. It's not us. I can tell when one of my mods deletes someone. It tells me, and it tells me exactly which one did it. Hey, Warrior Grandma. Did you hear the update about Chloe? You know what? Yesterday, I knew I shouldn't have done that live stream. I had planned on not doing one, and then I changed my mind because, it was hectic yesterday morning. Chloe was acting weird, and I should have went with my instinct not to have done it at all. I don't know why Google is doing that, but it is doing it. They're doing it all over YouTube. Every live chat that I listen to, it's mentioned. I do know if you use caps and you use a bunch of emojis, sometimes it will delete those comments. Yes, so glad it isn't something worse. She's happier today. Yeah, she's laying over here on the bed. She's had some cough medicine this morning, so she's a little drowsy. But anyways, let's get started on our topics. Lori Vallow. Hoary Lori. Sorry if that offends anyone. Well, really, I'm not sorry about it because that's what she is. She's a home wrecking hoe. Okay. So her attorney has filed this motion to where he insists that she be addressed as Lori Daybell. I'll die and go to hell before I call that bitch that. Excuse my language. I will. If y'all catch me calling her Daybell, scold the crap out of me. We're not going to give this witch what she wants. Let's read this. He is the most ignorant attorney that I have ever read about in my life or watched talk to a judge. He is so ignorant. I could do a better job than him. Also, first time ever getting to see the marriage certificate between Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow. Okay. Lori Vallow wants to be called Mistress Lori Daybell, and her attorney has gone so far as to file documents stating how she should be addressed in court proceedings. Well. Hours before a scheduled hearing Monday afternoon, defense attorney Mark Means filed a motion explaining his client married Chad Daybell on November 5th, 2019 in Hawaii, and under the conflicts of law and full faith and credit clause of the United States Constitution. States must recognize common law marriages when such marriage is valid in a sister state. Well, that just confused me. I thought they were, I don't know. I'm just going to keep reading. Defendant's true full name as of this date, which precedes any legal action in the state of Idaho, is Lori Noreen Ryan Vallow Daybell, or Mistress Daybell Means Road. All state interest or argument to oppose this motion is subservient to the U.S. Constitution application in this matter. He's an idiot. Means attached the Daybell's marriage certificate, a document that had not been released publicly, to his motion. They were married at Annie Beach Park, just minutes from their rented condo in Princeville, Hawaii. Well. They'll never see the beaches of Hawaii again. I got news for those two weirdos. Okay, so this is a little blurry. It looks like Lori was actually She was born in California, it says on this marriage certificate. Chad Daybell, Chad Guy Daybell. He was born August 11th, 1968, Provo, Utah. I can't hardly read it. Not that it matters. Okay, so date of marriage, November 5th, 2019. Date accepted by state register, November 7th, 2019. So 2 days after they was married. The Daybell marriage was not discussed during Monday's Zoom hearing, and not much else was. Means appeared with John Pryor, Chad's attorney, and Special Prosecutor Rob Wood in front of Judge Stephen Boyce. The group immediately went into a closed breakout meeting, and 45 minutes later they appeared again with Boyce announcing the discussion had been recorded but was sealed to the public. What's up with that? Wood was expected to ask Boyce to exclude a survey commissioned by the defense attorneys regarding jury bias that would be brought up during a change of venue hearing scheduled for March 22nd. Judge Boyce said that the hearing, as well as Monday's, would no longer be held. A status conference is now set for April 7th to discuss where the case stands at this point. The Daybells have pleaded not guilty to felonies related to the alteration, destruction, and concealment of the bodies of 7-year-old Joshua Vallow, 16-year-old Tylee Ryan, 2 of Lori's children. Investigators found the remains buried in the backyard of Chad's Salem home in June 2020. Can you believe this crap? Isn't she just a little crybaby bitch? You know, I usually don't say this many bad words in the mornings, but she is. She is just a damn titty baby. She needs to get over herself. Who the hell does she think she is? The Queen of Sheba? We will address her any damn way we want to. She'll never be called Lori Daybell on this channel. It is Lori Vallow or Hoary Lori. Okay. I wanted to read y'all some of these comments down here people saying. This guy, I am Spartacus. The more I think about this case, the more I think Rob Wood is bungling it beyond repair. The only reason Wood wanted the name of the survey taker is to pressure him in some way. Why else would it matter? As for throwing the survey results out, that seems to be nothing but desperation on Wood's part. Really, asking a person if they heard about the case and whether they think the Daybells are guilty is all that matters. Asking if those people can set aside their biases of guilt is like asking a child if they can set aside their desire for candy. They may say they can, but really they cannot because it will always be gnawing at them. Human beings are not robots, where they can set aside their nature and do the opposite of it. It's no different here. Ultimately, I think Judge Boyce will let the survey stand because those jurors chosen will be asked in court if they can set aside their preconceived notions. That's the only time their answers will matter, not before. The case has become nothing but a shit show for the datelines of the world that are milking it for all it's worth. That is what justice for these children has become, a money-making spectacle for vultures. Hey, I'm not here to make no money on it. I just like to discuss a true crime. Look, I wonder why that they sealed that hearing. They went into, I guess, the judge's chambers, whatever, talked it out. It was recorded, but sealed to the public. Is there a plea deal in motion here? What's going on? Let me look at my chat. Hey, Vicky, Cement Shoes. Hey, Kathy. So glad I got tuned in. Oh, Hoary Lori, yeah, she gets my damn feathers ruffled. She makes me mad as 40 wet damn hens. Cheryl T., I was on a federal jury. I had some personal thoughts, but it was able to be unbiased. So I think that is bunk. Hey, some people can put aside their preconceived notions, and some people can't. An example of that, of someone who can't, is the lady that was on the Scott Peterson jury. She had him guilty before she even heard all the evidence, and she lied to get on the jury. But anyhow, I digress. Her and her Skittles lipstick. That's the only kind of lipstick she is ever going to see again is Skittles lipstick. She'll not be wearing any Estee Lauder or Clinique or Mars lipstick, whatever, all the name brands. She won't be wearing it. She'll be wearing whatever they sell on the damn prison commissary. And why do they need to have like a meeting to see where the case stands? Hey, we know where this case stands. It needs to be going to trial. We need to be seeing some murder charges. What's the holdup on the murder charges? And Rob Wood, he needs to slow his roll and do everything by the book. I'm not saying that he's not, but he needs to, because a lot of eyes are on him, and he don't need to be messing up this case. I think it can be done too, Cheryl. They will be able to find him a jury. It don't matter if they move him to damn Timbuktu. Everybody and their mother knows who the Doomsday Cult is. Just about everybody. There are some people that don't follow the news and don't follow true crime. I mean, they'd be hard to find, but you can find people like that. Women in North Korea have better lipstick than Lori. Absolutely. Absolutely. Lori, she is some piece of work. I mean, she really thinks she's something special. All these stupid motions. You know, she put her attorney up to file these stupid motions. What was that last stupid one? And I said, there's no way that they're going to do it. What was that? It was something stupid. I knew it was a waste of the judge's time. Now, in this case, this motion, the judge probably will order it for her to be called Daybell because she is legally married to him. Well, they have to call her Daybell, but we don't. We don't got to call that old witch anything. Chloe, don't scratch your chin, baby. Cell phone. Gosh, my mind went blank, guys. She wanted a cell phone. How ridiculous is that? That's considered contraband in every jail and prison in the United States. And probably in other countries that's considered contraband too. But, they thought they were going to bend the rules for Princess Lori. She really thinks she's something special. I'd love to see how that blue toenail polish looks on her now. She was so proud of when she first got extradited from Hawaii to Idaho. Hoary Lori works for me. You know what? I hate calling women names like that, but I don't got any respect for this woman. In my mind, in my opinion, she is the most responsible for her kids being murdered. They were her kids. She had them around those weirdos, Chad Daybell and the rest of the crew. Of course, Chad and Alex Cox responsible too, of course. But Lori's the most responsible. She was their mother. She's supposed to love, care for them, protect them. Yeah, she's an old witch, Colleen. Pure old witch that thinks that her crap don't stink. She really thinks she is Miss America. She is the chosen one. She ain't nothing more than a pile of dog crap. Dog crap's better than her. Kathy, LOL, I'm sorry too. LOL, I am. I sure hope some murder charges come soon. I know, it's been frustrating. Like, what is the holdup? They're probably going to try to blame it all on Alex Cox. I do believe he was their hitman. I've always thought that. Even before they found the kids' bodies, I was like, he was their hitman. He done the murders. Now, I've always wondered if Lori witnessed the kids being murdered. Now, according to that psychic, Reverend Donna Serafina, something like that, Lori was present. I know you can't take a psychic's word, but she was accurate about where the kids were buried. She predicted it like January 2020. And then, summer 2020, they found the kids in that very spot. Now, she claims that they were sacrificed, they done some kind of religious sacrifice, like they were devil worshippers. I can believe they were devil worshippers. I mean, they could have done a sacrifice. I don't know about all that, but you'd have to worship the devil to kill your children like that and dismember them. Because Tylee was dismembered, right? She's not going to get off. She's not. Her karma's going to get her. She's going to prison for the rest of her life. It's a crying shame. No worries. I have no doubt in my mind. Of course, I could be wrong. Something could happen, but I don't think so. She's going to prison. They're going to be charged with murder. I don't know what the holdup is, but they're going to be charged. This is a complicated case, so, it's taking the prosecutors and investigators time to get all their ducks in a row, all their I's dotted and T's crossed. Anyways, wonder if Chad's going to flip on her. I mean, it's his backyard. If he was a smart person, he would flip on her. Because, the kids were found in his backyard. She could try to put all the blame on him. They got two of the dumbest attorneys. Thank God. Thank God they got dumb attorneys. Mark Means has never defended anyone in like a murder trial. No. He has no experience whatsoever. I have more experience than him. I think Lori worships a dollar more than any god. I think they started out worshiping God, and then they ended up worshiping themselves. She thinks she is a god. She thinks she is the chosen one. I know it's a crying shame. It's hard not to worry about it, but I'm remaining positive about it, and I'm very confident that they are going to be charged with murder. I bet he already has. His lawyer, Pryor, was smirking yesterday. John Pryor, he reminds me of JR from the old TV show Dallas. I can't stand that idiot. He objects to the dumbest things. At Chad Daybell's preliminary hearing, he objected every freaking 2 seconds to dumb stuff that the judge is just going to shoot down. They're so ignorant. They really are. Okay. Also, this morning, I have an update. Do y'all remember the case? I believe it's in Texas. The young mother, Reagan Hancock, was murdered and her baby was cut from her womb by this crazy girl that actually knew her and had photographed her wedding for her. She was the photographer at Reagan Hancock's wedding. The suspect's name is Taylor Way Casey, a.k.a. Morton, a.k.a. Taylor Renee Parker. Well, back when this happened, October 2020, of course, she was charged with Reagan Hancock's murder, which I just want to add was just 21 years old, but she wasn't charged with the murder of the baby. But now they have charged her with the murder of the baby, Braxton Hancock. Let me get my stuff pulled up here so I can read you guys this story. So what happened is Taylor had been faking a pregnancy, and she knew Reagan Hancock was pregnant, ready to give birth any moment, really. And she went to Reagan's house, attacked her, killed her, cut her baby from her womb, fled the scene, calls the cops on the side of the highway, acts like she's giving birth. They take her to the hospital, and it's not long, and hospital doctors and stuff figure out, hey, this lady's not giving birth, and they notify police, all this and that. Anyway, she's arrested. Let me get this pulled up. I have a little update about James Hutchinson's case too. Poor kid. Memphis Mommy Mars. thank you for the super chat. Off topic, but CC, Lisa 54, thank you for support. Memphis and CC, I want to extend prayers over all your fur babies, especially Smokey and Chloe right now. Our fur kids and our babies too. Have to run now. Oh, thank you, Mommy Mars. I've been praying for you, hon. Mommy Mars lost one of her fur babies, so yeah, please pray for her. Thank you so much, honey. If you need anything, just shoot me a DM in Discord. Thank you. Okay, I got it pulled up. This is such a crazy story. And here's the thing. Reagan's mom is the one that found her. She went over to her daughter's house that morning, went inside. She found her daughter there, her stomach all cut open and everything. She called 911 and she's like, I just found my daughter. Her guts are hanging out, everything. I think someone cut the baby. Yep. Okay, another murder charge for suspect accused of cutting unborn baby girl from pregnant friend's stomach. And this girl right here with the straight dark hair is Reagan Hancock, and Taylor Morton is the blonde right there. She she must have used to change her hair color like you change your panties or something. For real. It's blonde, it's red, different pictures, different hair colors. Okay. A grand jury has returned a third indictment in connection with the Texas woman accused of cutting an infant out of her friend's womb, who was 8 months pregnant at the time. Law and Crime reports that Taylor Renee Parker, also known as Taylor Wade Casey, and Taylor Morton, was indicted by a Bowie County, Texas grand jury for capital murder in connection with the death of the unborn baby girl, Braxlin Sage Hancock. Parker was already facing a capital murder charge in connection with the death of her friend, Reagan Hancock, as well as a kidnapping charge. A delay in charging Parker with murder for the infant previously happened because officials were waiting for a final medical examiner's report. First Assistant District Attorney Kelly Crisp said earlier this year. Hancock was found dead in her home in October after Parker allegedly fled with the baby. Authorities pulled Parker over at a traffic stop with the baby in the vehicle with her. Parker reportedly told a state trooper the baby was hers, and they were both transported to a hospital in Oklahoma where the baby was pronounced dead. Okay, so I thought she pulled over and called 911. No, they did a traffic stop. My bad. It's been a while. Officers entered the home and found a white female on the ground in the living room of the house, face down with a large abundance of what appeared to be blood throughout the house, a probable cause affidavit read. A large amount of what appeared to be blood was located on the floor, furniture walls, appliances, and other items in the home. Officers learned that Reagan was approximately 34 weeks pregnant and requested EMS personnel to come to the scene, check on the status of the baby. The body camera footage from police shows LifeNet EMS turn Reagan's body over, which revealed a very large cut across her abdomen area. EMS personnel determined she no longer had a baby in her stomach. Taylor Parker was the driver and was holding a newborn infant in her lap. The umbilical cord was connected to the infant, which appeared to be coming out the female's pants, as if she had given birth to the child. Reagan and Parker were previously acquainted, and Parker reportedly took photos at Reagan's engagement and wedding last year. A friend of Reagan's, who also knew Parker, reportedly told the Daily Beast that Parker had been faking a pregnancy. I think she had like a hysterectomy or something like that years ago. Or had her tubes tied. She couldn't even have kids. I know that. According to the Daily Beast report, Reagan's friend, Abby Mathis, ran into Parker last year and said that she had appeared to be pregnant, but she may have been faking it. There is no indication in Parker's arrest report that she is or was pregnant that day she allegedly killed the mother and child. The arrest affidavit stated that Parker had told numerous lies to convince others she had been pregnant. Oh, yeah, she was posting on Facebook and everything that she was pregnant. Parker pleaded not guilty to the charges last week. She remains behind bars on a $5 million bond. Can you believe that crazy bitch? So she photographed Reagan's wedding last year. And if I'm not mistaken, Reagan had, I think she has another child. I don't know where that child was at the time. I think Reagan had a toddler too, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to go find my notebooks and go back through my notes and read up on this. Thank God now I got a big binder and I got everything like divided up and labeled, all my notes and stuff. So I'm more organized now. Prayers for that family. That is awful. It takes one sick individual to do something like that, to cut a baby out of somebody's womb. What a psycho, Miss Jones. I know it. Too sad. Can't trust anyone. Well, there was people on Facebook that would call Taylor out for faking a pregnancy. She'd be posting sonograms, like old sonograms and stuff, telling everyone she's pregnant. And someone, a couple people called her out under her post, faking her pregnancy. Well, what'd she do? She just blocked them probably. And she would post on Facebook. And you know how you can post on Facebook but only show certain people? That's what she would do. Because, close friends and relatives knew she couldn't have kids anymore. If Red Room Media was in here, she followed this case closely. She could give us some more details. She either had her tubes tied and burnt. It was something like that, clipped and burnt. Or she had a hysterectomy. But she couldn't have kids. I know that for a fact. It's been years since she, could have kids. My mouse has froze. Oh, this surf on mouse gets froze up. I need a mouse pad, I think. This envelope's not cutting it. I need a mouse pad. I keep forgetting to buy one. Anyways, prayers for Reagan Hancock's family, especially her mom who found her. I'm sure she has PTSD. I'm sure that's something that she thinks about daily, finding her daughter slaughtered on the floor and her baby removed from her stomach. Bless her heart. I can't imagine. Wow, Google moderator just drop-kicked my message and I'm not a mod. Yeah, it had to have been them because I'm not touching anything and I'm the only one that can delete a moderator's message. Mods can't delete mods or block mods. Stupid bots. Yeah, if you get deleted, just know it's that stupid Google moderator. Okay. Also, James Hutchinson's case. He's the little boy that was allegedly abandoned at a park by his mother, and allegedly he clung onto the vehicle as she drove away, and she drugged him and possibly ran over him, took his body home, and early that next morning went with her boyfriend and dumped the little boy's body into the Ohio River. Now, they cannot search for his little body right now because the water is just too rough. It's rained. There's been snow that's melted and stuff, and the water's just too deep and moving too fast. But she has pleaded not guilty. Brittany Gosney is his mother. I hate calling her that. She's a monster. She's not a mother. She's a monster. She has pleaded not guilty, and she has been charged with 16 counts, including murder, child endangerment, and gross abuse of a corpse. Now, she tried to, I think, what day was it? February 27th on a Saturday. She tried to abandon 3 of her kids, including little James Hutchinson. I believe it's called at Rush Run Park, which is in Ohio, right? As she was trying to drive away, James was trying to hang onto the minivan door and get into it, she said. And she just kept on driving, and she drug his little body. He was trying to stop his mommy from abandoning him and his siblings. She just drug him, possibly ran over him. She first told police she went back. She left the park, went back 30 or 40 minutes later, picked James's body up, put the other kids in the car, took them home, took James's body upstairs in a bedroom, put it underneath the window. Hold on a minute, Chloe. And then the next morning, her and her boyfriend, whose name is James Hamilton, took the little boy's body while the other kids were sleeping. They took the body and dumped it into the Ohio River on the Indiana side. And the reason she wanted rid of her kids is because of her boyfriend. Her boyfriend wanted her to get rid of her kids, she said. Can you believe this crap? Hold on. Come on, baby. I think she's just whining for some attention, my little Chloe. Come here. Okay, let's read this. The Ohio mother accused of killing her 6-year-old son has pleaded not guilty to all charges despite telling police that she killed James Hutchinson while she was attempting to abandon him and his 2 half-siblings at a wildlife park last weekend. And I just want to add, investigators went back to that parking lot where she said that she drug him with the car and possibly ran over him, and they found no evidence that happened, no blood or anything. But I think it had been raining in that area. So she pleaded not guilty to all 16 counts, including murder, child endangerment, gross abuse of a corpse. There's a picture of her in court. What a piece of shit. James Hamilton, Brittany Gosney's boyfriend, has not been charged with murder, as prosecutors reportedly believe he was not present at the time of James's death. But Gosney told police that Hamilton helped her dispose of her son's body in the Ohio River the morning after she killed him. The little boy's body has still not been found. James Hamilton pleaded not guilty to all 13 charges against him. They all do. They all plead not guilty at first. According to the WRGT reporter, a judge doubled Brittany Gosney's bail from $1 million to $2 million. That's good for that ugly bitch. What an evil piece of crap. If James Hamilton had told her to jump off a bridge, would she have done it? No, she wouldn't have. But she'll go abandon her kids for him. What a piece of crap. Here's the thing. It's a weird family dynamic because she is with her. James Hamilton is her, Brittany Gosney's ex-sister-in-law's husband. Brittany's ex's sister's husband. Lewis Hutchinson was little James's dad. So Brittany hooked up with Lewis's sister's husband. And that minivan is registered to James Hutchinson and James's ex, Priscilla Farley. The ex-sister-in-law of Brittany Gosney said that James would have not let her drive that vehicle without him being in it because it was registered to him, and he's an asshole and a control freak. And Brittany also cut off contact with her family about a month ago and would not let them talk to the kids or anything. Now, she reportedly would call Priscilla Farley trying to give James Hutchinson to Priscilla Farley, which is James's aunt, Lewis Hutchinson's sister, the bio dad's sister. But she would change her mind. She would go back on it. She'd be like, oh, I'm going to give James to you. And then a little bit later, oh, no, I'm not giving him to you. They said James was the sweetest, one of the sweetest little boys. One of the teachers said one of the things that she remembered about him most is how his face would light up when he would win the extra lunch at school. Isn't that precious? And I thought, was he so excited about winning that extra lunch at school because he didn't get what he wanted to eat at home? Possibly. I think he had been abused for a while. Now, according to what I read this morning, he was trying to get in the minivan door, jump back in the minivan as his mom was leaving that park. Isn't that sad? Trying to stop her from abandoning him and his two siblings. She is an ugly piece of shit. Makes me sick. And toss his body into that icy river like a piece of damn trash. Somebody needs to go toss her into that. Oh, it makes me so mad. Don't it you, Chloe? Chloe's grunting and going on. He is so cute. Little James reminds me of Dennis the Menace, but with red hair. Let me look and see what y'all are saying. She is sick. And her boyfriend, James, what's his name? James Hamilton. I get their names confused because they're both named James. James Hamilton. He looks like he's methed out on something. Are you okay, Chloe? I don't think Chloe's feeling too well, guys. I don't think Chloe's got much more time with us. She's kind of acting weird. She was kind of like all stiffed up right then. You're released from the evil of this world, James Hutchinson. He deserved such a good life. He didn't deserve to be born to someone like her. And she wouldn't give him to his biological dad, Lewis Hutchinson, for some reason. Probably because she's drawing food stamps and getting Medicaid and probably getting child support. See, this is right by me. It's so close to the Marcus Faisal case. It's messed up. Red Rum, was it raining the night that she allegedly took them, what's it called, Rush Run Park, and abandoned them? Was it raining that night? Because investigators went back there and they didn't find any blood evidence or anything. It was Google, Colleen. No, the mods did. I'm scrolling back through the chat right now. Hey, Charlene. Sorry if I missed you. Yes, I think so. It rained a lot that weekend. So if there was any blood and it rained hard, it could have washed it away. I'm not sure how luminol would work on concrete and stuff. This is a good question. Can luminol work like on pavement? Like if there's been blood on pavement and the rain's washed it away or if it's been cleaned up, will it glow under the black light? This Google moderator thing's turning into a real problem. Deleting everybody for no damn reason. Just know, guys, if you didn't say anything wrong, you wasn't mean or disrespectful, then it was Google mods. Sometimes things happen on accident. I'm bad to do that. I'm the one bad to delete people. Things happen on accident sometimes, but it's that damn Google mod this morning. I feel like she's full of crap. Yeah, when I heard that she cut off contact, Red Rum, with her family and stuff about a month ago, blocked them, it made me question, hey, has he been dead longer than that? Has he been gone longer than that? I'm just wondering to what the kids said, because I do know the police interviewed the half-siblings that witnessed this. Imagine what those little kids seen. If this really did happen, imagine those kids seeing her drag little James with that minivan and possibly run over him. Scarred for life, traumatized for life, because they're like, 7 and 9 years old? James is 6? Yeah. Those kids have been, they are in foster care right now. I do know that. I do know the school is trying to start some kind, what is it called? They're doing like a fundraiser for his siblings so that they will be taken care of. Making like a trust for them, I guess. I do know that. I've read that. I don't know when they'll be able to go back into the river and search for his for his remains. When they find his remains, and the autopsy is going to tell us how he died, if he was the victim of ongoing child abuse. It's going to tell us everything. It's just so sad. I just don't know how any mother could consciously do something like that. Didn't she know? I mean, she was going to try to abandon her kids there. Did you know people was going to find out that? Like, what goes through people's minds? How could you do that? I don't even know how people abandon animals. Around here, people are bad to go set off dogs and stuff up in a holler at a wide spot where there ain't nobody around. I don't know how they do that. Little I don't do a kid that way. Kids that way. She didn't want those kids, but she probably wanted the benefits she got from having those kids. I guarantee she signed up on welfare. Hey, there's nothing wrong with getting help, people that need it. Some people like her, they sign up on that crap and the kids don't get nothing. Half the time they don't even get food bought. They'll go trade their food stamp cards. Has CPS ever been involved with this family before, Red Rum? It might not be a conclusive as far as them being able to tell what happened at the time, but they should be able to see a trail of blood to test and prove her story. That's what I mean. I was thinking it should still light up, but I just wasn't for sure on pavement or something. I've never really watched or read about them doing any testing on pavement with luminol. I'm sure they have. I'm just not. Most of the time it's like in a house or somewhere. Yes, CPS has been involved. Well, they must have failed at their job. But, I got to remember this is up in the city, and, there's a lot more people in the city than around here. And those CPS caseworkers get case overload. Around here, CPS is strict. If you pick up the phone and you make a phone call on somebody and you say, hey, so and so's doing drugs, they will come to your house unannounced with the pickup. If you don't take a drug test for them, that will count as a dirty drug test, and they'll jerk your kids out of the house right then and there. That's the way it works around here. It should be like that. Or if they suspect abuse, let me tell you what they will do. If the kids are in school, they go visit those kids at school and announce. Then they go talk to the parents. There ain't no calling them, telling them ahead of time or anything like that. And that's the way it should be. But the caseworkers around here, they're not overloaded like, up in the city. Because I'm from a rural area. They did what they could do to try to avoid CPS in the best they could. So Brittany Gosney moves in with James Hamilton and Priscilla Farley, right? And then she starts having an affair with James Hamilton. What a bunch of freaking weirdos. Poor kids. Some people, isn't it awful how some people are good people and can't have kids, and then people like Brittany Gosney can pop them out left and right? I hate to talk like that, but it's the damn truth. People like her can just have them and abuse them and murder them and toss them into the river. And good people who could give a child a good home, make sure they get a good education, love them, all that, can't have kids. Telling you, life is definitely not fair. I have heard of that case. I'm going to have to check into that. Marcus Faisal, is that how you say it? Faisal? Hey, Red Rum, did you see where Chris Watts was sent a Valentine's card and the woman that sent it to him signed Bella and Cece's name? There's some kind of drama going on with some lady named Lana and Jayford Justice. I need to be filled in on that. I have no idea what is going on. But from what I could tell, I was told for justice is no longer an advocate for like Shanann. It's like a Watts advocate. Am I correct here? Oh my God, yes, it's so sick. I know. The nerve of her to sign Bella and Cece's name to a Valentine's card after he freaking murdered them and put them down in oil tanks like they was a piece of trash. He murdered Cece in front of Bella, that son of a bitch. Anybody that sends him a Valentine's card and signs those girls' name is one sick individual. You don't know what the hell's going on? I don't know what's going on with that drama either. But I would like to know what is going on because it involves like true crime and I don't watch Jay. So I don't know. But that's what I heard about her flipping. So I don't know. I would go to Critical Chase. Okay, Vicky, I will. I'll go check that out. I'll go check it out. Maybe we'll talk about it. I mean, that's her if she wants to flip her script, you know. But I was a little shocked about it. I believe Chris Watts is in transit. Transit to what? That's money grabbing shit. Showing my information. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I never was much of a Critical K fan. I can't help it. I'm just not. I mean, she's got really pretty hair. I've told her that before. She's got really pretty hair. Sometimes I can watch her, sometimes I can't. You know, she's just, I'm not going to say I dislike her. She's just not my cup of tea all the time. Sometimes she is. And pot is legal in California. Imagine being in states it's not. It would be smoking in those states. That's for sure. Yeah. Mel, watch Critical K. I think she explains it. Okay. I'm going to. That's what I'm going to watch today as I'm cleaning up around the house or listen to it. Try to find something to listen to about it. I got to get some things done. I got to get my hair redone today. I'm going to be doing my hair about my natural color because last time I done it, there was something wrong with the dye. I've done my hair for years and it's never done this. I use the same exact kind I always use, same color and all. And it made orangish red tints to it. It was really cold at the time outside, or it could have been old dye. I don't know. But it made it dry red. A lot of it washed out. But you can still see it. So I'm just going to do a darker blonde for now. J for Justice is a pig. Miss Jones, be nice. Be nice. Never was my cup of tea. Never was my cup of tea. I just couldn't get into it when her and Oni used to do podcasts together. They laughed too much before they got to the info, you know. I like to talk a little bit and sometimes we'll laugh while we're doing the true crime, but I like to get to the damn point, you know, because people's watching the replay. Some people don't want to hear all that jibber jabber. That's why when I start off in the morning, I don't, you know, I try to talk just a little bit and then get to what I say I'm going to talk about. Oh, yeah. And by the way, I got scolded for saying, you know, you know, you know. But you know what? You know, this is my channel. And if I want to say it a million times, I'm going to. Their comment was, grow up. And I thought, don't be an asshole. That's what I told her. I said, jealousy is an ugly trait. And so is being an asshole. That's what I said. So we're going to make some merch that says, Hey, I was on camera. Me and Mike was doing the John Bonet case. It was the first time we streamed together. I was nervous a little bit. And I did say a lot. But hey, it's my channel. If I want to say a lot, I will. I also got a bad habit of saying for real. I got to quit that. I think that Chris Watts is being moved because of all the mess Lana and Ronnie Watts has started. Who is this Lana person? For real. CC got another weirdo. Hey, There's no sense in being rude. Like, I'm a nice person. Why comment and be hateful to me? I mean, if you think I say it too much, just say it in a nice way. You don't got to be a butthole about it. For real, I can take some criticism said in a respectful manner. If it's not said in a respectful manner, I don't take too kindly to it. Anyways, all I could gather from it is I was on camera and I had my makeup and hair done, and she must have been a little jealous. She's jealous I can turn my camera on and use a profile picture. Not that people that don't use one, there's anything about that. But here, she's coming at me and all this and that. Hey, she don't even have any pictures. Probably not even her real name. You know? you know. Oh. Anyhow, what are y'all going to do today? I'm going to get some cleaning done. I'm going to work on my diamond painting when I can. I'm about done with the Starry Night. I have took my time with it. Turned out so much better than the rooster. For real. But that rooster, it turned out okay. But I learned a lot from just diving into it and doing it. But anyways, this one looks a lot better. I can't wait till I show y'all. I love diamond painting. Oh, yeah, and channel members, I'm trying to decide, but I think we're going to have a Google Meet tomorrow night. Hang out. I'll probably diamond paint while we all just chit-chat. Probably start about 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'll post the link and all that. And then next week, we'll do a members live stream. I try to alternate it a little bit. Sometimes I get burnt out on doing live streams and stuff. And I just like to do those Google Meets. So I got somebody else to talk to. There's other people talking. And it's fun. Send me a message what that user's name was. Okay, Mel. I have to go back and look. It was Susan something, Susan, that's what we're going to call her. Somebody I'd never seen before. Pure jealousy. People's angry. There's people that's angry. What's up with these women that can't uplift another woman? I uplift other women all over YouTube. I go to Brown Eyed Girls. She's beautiful. I always tell her she's pretty. Different people's channels. Leave lovely comments uplifting another female. But some women on here cannot do that. All they want to do is just put you down. Really, because they're unhappy with their own self and they're feeling a little bit of jealousy. That's why they do those things. It can take it out of you being live. And my son says, Mom, when you get burnout, that's not good to do live streams when you really don't want to. But I understand that. But I have a schedule to keep during the week. Sometimes in the mornings, I don't feel like doing them, and I do them anyways. But I usually feel better after I do them. They get butt hurt. Never somebody butt hurt. Well, they don't know what it's like to be live, on the spot, not going by a script. I'm not a professional. Maybe I repeat my words, so what? But they don't know what it's like to be right there on the spot, I'm going to make sure I say it now. They need some butt hurt cream for real. You know what? There, I just said it again. When somebody annoys me or something, I don't even leave a comment. I just go on about my business. I just roll my eyes and think to myself, "Oh, what a weirdo," or "What a dumbass," or "What a mean ass," and go about my business. I don't sit there and pick out their flaws. Jesus mercy. Critical K is on board with Shanann now. Lana is someone that is trying to get Chris Watts a 35C. Well, she's an idiot. He's never getting a new trial. He took a plea deal. They asked him in court, "Did you do this on your own free will?" Blah, blah, blah. He had to say, yeah. Anytime someone takes a plea deal, they do. I mean, he admitted to murdering Shanann and the girls. These women become infatuated with these killers because they're weirdos themselves. That's my explanation. They're really not happy within themselves. They're missing something. And they latch on to these weirdos that are in prison. They know these guys in prison serving life sentences. They can control the situation there. That guy's not going to get out and cheat on them or anything like that. They hold all the cards in that relationship, basically. I don't waste my energy on people like that. Yeah, it irritated me. I was like, God almighty, can't you be nice to another woman? That's my whole point about it. Just, there we go again, uplift each other. Let's uplift each other. Jesus mercy. This community has been through hell and back. And we all need to be trying to get along and do better things. Of course, I do my own thing. I've not been involved in all this drama going on. Don't want to be. I just want to do my own thing. I don't come on here to argue with people. I come on here to talk to y'all, discuss true crime, share a little bit of my life, what's going on, have some fun sometimes, Susan Bonds. No, it wasn't that Susan. I know her. I like her. I like Susan. They were missing a brain. I like positive vibes, just like everyone in chat. And of course, they say, yeah, me too. Like, I'm a laid back person. I mean, if you cross me, I can get mean. But I'm more or less laid back, easy going. And that's the kind of people I like to be around. I like to be around respectful people. I don't like rude people, disrespectful. You can tell somebody something in a good way. You don't got to be a damn asshole, you know? Oh my gosh. I am over hearing it too, Mel Mel. Every time I see a damn St. Jude's commercial, I shouldn't say damn. Let me strike that. Every time I see a St. Jude's commercial, it goes to my brain about all this crap on YouTube. I had to tell Mark about all this, what was going on, because he heard me listening to streams and I do commentary. Nobody's around. I'll be watching YouTube doing commentary to myself. But anyways, I had to explain to him what was going on. And he's like, Jesus Christ, I'm glad you're not involved in all that. My man would not let me come on YouTube and do drama. I've had a little bit of drama back in the day. He wasn't happy with it. Hey, it's too stressful. I don't have the nerves for that crap, That's why I've not even mentioned it here. Of course, I hope everybody knows that I don't support stealing from a charity. Of course not. If you say money's going somewhere, it should go there. That's all I'm going to say about it. My money goes to chicken feed and mealworms, things like that. Anyways, we got to have another game night. I've got some more Family Feud cards, plus I got some 90s trivia. We could play that again. We need to do it maybe Saturday night again, because last Saturday night we had fun. I think Saturday night's a good night for a game night. So unless something comes up in my real life, we will plan to have a game night Saturday night, and tomorrow night, Google Meet for the channel members. And Patreons, anybody that's in Patreon is welcome to that too, as well. Well, anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here, and I'm going to go grab me something to eat, because I've took all my medicine and not ate. So my stomach's kind of feeling a little bad. And I will see y'all in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Hopefully, that is the time. I'm going to try to start going live 10 a.m. Time's changing, all that. It's getting daylight earlier. And like I said, 10 is better than 10:30 or 10:40 for me this day and age. Mark's getting up and moving around the house around 10:30, 10:40, wanting to leave and do all this. So I talked to him this morning. He's like, why don't you just schedule it a little bit earlier? And I was like, okay. But anyhow, I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for your support. Be safe, be kind, and peace.